Tonight's the night. 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 It's been a long time.
You're unbelievable.
Hello there, and welcome to this week's episode of Dexter Unwrapped, a podcast where we wander into the shadows and unwrap the dark mind of everyone's favorite vigilante serial killer, Dexter Morgan. I'll be your host, Michaela.
And I'm Brooke, and today we will be unwrapping episode 3 of Showtime's Dexter Original Sin, which is entitled Miami Vice.
This is the second part of the 2-episode premiere we got this week, just in time for the holidays, and we're excited to dive in.
Okay, so in the name of complete transparency, Michaela is the only one who has seen this episode. I have not seen it yet. Life happens. I have a toddler and, I just didn't have the time to watch it or annotate it before she got here. But I think it's going to give an interesting perspective. It should
be fun.
Yeah, it should be interesting. You're going to be, you've already seen this, you've noted it and everything, and you get to see this is my live reaction of the episode Miami Vice. So let's dive in.
So this episode opens up with the captain at a press release talking about the missing child that is...
Yeah, he's in front of the Dade County Courthouse talking about the abduction of Judge Powell's son. And seems like old Dexican here is feeling very angry that this person is targeting a child.
The captain says, if you don't release him, then you will pay the ultimate price.
Yeah, so we get a little bit... Going back to the original show, that was something that Dexter made very clear, is he would never harm a child. That there was no reason to ever harm a child. Children are innocent inherently. And we get a little bit, of sentiment with that, with Dexter's inner thoughts, feeling very angry that this person is doing this to a child. And then, like you said, the Captain Spencer,
yes,
says you will pay with the ultimate price. They're all very angry about this.
If you do not release him, you will pay the ultimate price.
Oh shit, okay, so this next scene, Deb's with her friend at school, and she ends up telling... Is this the other girl that's... she on the volleyball team as well?
Yeah, Deb is trying to get in with the cooler crowd because she wants to be captain, and the other girl is also trying to go for captain, and so Deb tells the other girl that she can get Coke.
Interesting. I'm excited to see where this is gonna go. Her friend says, "Where are you gonna get Coke?" She says, "Fuck if I know." So I guess we're gonna find out.
We also see that her friend is still wearing the earrings.
I didn't even notice that. So she's still wearing Dexter's trophies.
Yes,
at school. Love that.
So we're back at the police station now, and the cops are still talking about the Powell case. We get LaGuerta.
Detective Maria LaGuerta.
In walks Maria LaGuerta. So exciting. I think it's funny how Batista instantly tries to make a move on her.
She don't mind who I flirt with as long as I bring home la pasión.
Oh yeah.
He's instantly into it. He's like, damn. So this is my first time seeing this. And so the captain reads a quote of hers where she's really just talking shit on Miami Metro for their use of NHI, which was no humans involved. Pretty much meaning prostitutes, sex workers, people like that. They weren't taken as seriously as victims. So she kind of said that out loud, I guess. Is that what that was? As she was talking about how poorly they're handling things at Miami Metro currently?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
That's why he says she was sent to clean up the place, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's got a mean attitude, man, right from the start.
Yeah,
she says to Captain, "It's detective."
Love her attitude already.
Yeah. And then we see Dexter, and he's talking about wanting to clean up Batista's one that got away, who is Tony Ferrer. It seems like he's definitely going to be the next victim. Can I just say really fast, I'm really enjoying the show. Really, overall, I think it's great. I'm surprised, though. The one performance that really is not giving... for me personally, is Patrick Dempsey.
You fucking bitch.
Patrick Dempsey and Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Really? You don't like Sarah Michelle's?
I like her, but I don't know. There's something
A little stiff about it.
Yeah.
Which she is playing a hard ass. Tanya Martin is a hard ass. I'm not as bothered with her performance as I am with Patrick Dempsey's. I don't know why. It's just he's just not selling it for me. Which he's such an iconic actor, a beloved actor. It's a little weird. It's maybe he'll grow into it as, the season progresses.
I don't know. I have some theories that he might be our killer.
Oh, really? Okay. Holy shit. All right, well, let's dive in. Let's keep going.
We get a short scene between Harry and the captain, and the captain mentions that his kids and the judge's kids played together.
Yeah, they were close with the Powell family.
Yes, so, I don't know.
He also says about LaGuerta, quote, "She's a climber," which is certainly true. We see that a lot in the original Dexter show, and I'm assuming we're going to see more of that.
He also tells Harry to keep an eye on her.
Yeah, it kind of seems like he's really threatened by LaGuerta for some reason.
They also get their trial date for Reed, and then we cut to Dexter stalking.
Yeah, he is staking out Tony Ferrer, it seems, and doing his due diligence. We get the rule number 2, never kill an innocent.
He's got to make sure he fits the code.
Yep. He goes into this guy's house and sees this parrot.
Yeah,
what is this parrot about?
Well, at first he thinks someone's home because he hears, "Honey, I'm home." Dexter discovers that it's just a parrot, and there's no one home.
You don't even have your mic. I was just talking into her cell phone. Like it was a fucking mic. And I just want to comment on the way Dexter eats the meat out of this man's fridge. I don't know why it made me uncomfortable.
First of all, why is he just eating food out of other people's fridges?
So funny.
Anyways,
unrolled the fucking roast beef and like a fruit roll-up or something. So funny.
So we discover that no one is home. It's just the parrot, and Dexter does some investigating.
Yeah, he does some more digging, and he finds his evidence in Tony's little black book.
Shit. Got your ass.
I think is this the first time we see Dexter using his work computer to check out a potential victim? I think it might be.
I can't remember if we got it in the last two episodes.
He goes back to his college and uses that stuff in the first episode. I think this is the first time we see him using his work computer to do this type of digging.
All right. So yeah, we're back in the lab. Dexter is using his computer to look up the names. Masuka walks in and Dexter asks if he knows anywhere to get a fake ID.
Yeah. Masuka's like, of course. $20, please. So Masuka starts making this ID right there in the lab. Gotta love the 1990s. And what moniker does Dexter use other than Patrick Bateman once again?
And there I am, Dr. Patrick Bateman.
Sad we didn't get Kyle Butler, but...
Yeah. Patrick Bateman, though, he really has some type of, like, serious interest in American Psycho, and at least that character. Dexter also gets invited to his very first Titty Tuesday.
Yeah, with good old Masuka. That sounds terrible.
Terrible. So once again, it goes to show just how different Dexter. I mean, a 20-year-old boy, typically they hear Titty Tuesday, they're like, fuck yeah, let's go see some boobs. But Dexter thinks that sounds terrible. He would rather murder someone. Okay, so moving on. We're back at home, and we get the original Dexter title sequence of events.
The good old blood orange slice.
Holy shit.
One of my favorites of the original title sequence, so I'm very happy we got the little Easter egg in this one.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, as soon as I saw it, we get, what'd you call it? A blood orange?
Blood orange, yeah.
A blood orange. We get the ham, eggs. It's the exact same thing that Dexter is doing in the title sequence of the original show. So that's a really cool little Easter egg we get there. And then Dexter notices, oh fuck, Deborah's friend is wearing the trophy earrings.
Oh shit, not good.
He gets, like, choked up almost when he sees them on her.
Yeah. That's definitely an oh shit moment. You can see it in his face. I think she mistakes it for him liking her. She's like, do you like him? And he says, yeah, very much.
And then he runs off. He has to get out of there. And he immediately opens the VHS and the earrings are gone.
This is his first kill. And he has to have one of these, like, oh, I fucked up moments. One of those grand Dexter moments where the audience is just like, how is he going to get out of this one?
So Dexter barges into Deb's room and demands that she gets the earrings back from Sophia.
And she kind of gives him this really insane ultimatum that I think only a 16, 17-year-old would give, is if you can give me some cocaine for this party, then you can have them back.
And Dex says, okay.
Put me to work, boss.
He agrees. I mean, it's that important to him, obviously. This is a major fuck up on his part and could potentially lead to a lot of strife if he does not get these back. We also get during the scene Unbelievable by EMF, which came out in 1991. Keeping with the times. That song is in so much. It's in so many movies and shows. It's pretty iconic.
It's a good one, yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, okay, so this next scene here is intense. So we get this dinner scene with Deborah, Harry, Dexter, and Deborah's friend, who has an increasingly large hard-on for Dexter.
Dexter hasn't even eaten his food because all he can think about is the earrings.
The fact that this girl is wearing his trophies as she sits in front of him. Harry later comments on it that they were eyeing each other. Dexter really has no idea what he means because that's the last thing on his mind right now. And then Dexter tells Harry that this girl is wearing Nurse Mary's earrings.
Harry is mortified.
Taken aback, he looks like he's either about to shit a literal brick or suffer from another myocardial infarction.
Yeah, he cannot believe that Dexter has kept something.
Yeah, he's really angry. He reminds him of the code. And Dexter tells him that he just wanted to remember, which goes back to the whole thing of Dexter being a psychopath, is he wanted to remember these kills. He liked it. He calls Dexter sick. He says that's sick.
It is. I mean,
sure. Yeah, Harry demands that he gets them back from the girl and gets rid of them because they're evidence.
I just wanted to talk about the transition.
Oh, the cigarette transition.
Cigarette transition, yes.
Oh, hell yeah. I did want to say one more thing is Dexter once again manipulates Harry into letting him go out. We get that Dexter music, that Dexter-esque music to, where did he say he was going? High Lie? Yeah, something like that. And to see Tony Ferrer, right? That's why he's going there?
Yes.
And yeah, let's watch that again, actually. Yeah, we get a pretty sick cigarette transition.
I don't know, it just hit for me.
It was cool. I definitely. It was giving TikTok. I like it.
The little
okay,
chocolate.
So. Okay, so first off, we get this flashback of Harry sending Laura in to be a spy. Essentially dressing her up in expensive clothing and telling her to get to the top as quick as possible to Estrada. That's their end game. Okay, so now we're at this high lie place. If that's how you say it, I don't even know. Where Dexter has tracked Tony Ferrer.
Ferrer Rocher.
Michaela calls him, what is it?
Ferrer Rocher.
Ferrer Rocher. So is that like
It's the little candy, chocolate hazelnut candy with the little like crunchy things on the inside.
It's got nothing to do with being a barista?
That is without a doubt the dumbest thing I've ever heard. You are a fucking idiot.
No,
Uh-oh.
the Ferrero Rocher, they're in like the little chocolates. They're like foil wrapped.
So we're now realizing we don't even know if that's how you say the chocolate. But I see I know these. Oh, okay, the little gold chocolates.
Yes.
The nice expensive ones.
Yes.
Ferrero Rocher.
He is giving
It looks
Ferrero
like Ferrero
Rocher.
Rocher.
We're
gonna continue to refer to Tony Ferrero as Ferrero Rocher.
Yeah.
For the length of this podcast.
So we get to
High lie or high lie? How do you say it?
highlight?
What's high lie?
I think that's how they were saying it.
Yeah. So high lie in itself is a sport.
Okay.
Anyway. Yes, we're there.
We're there, and Dexter is asking Tony to borrow some cash.
Yeah. Dude's immediately into it, and he offers to loan the money, but he says to him, no extensions or exceptions. Very intimidatingly. This guy seems like a real asshole. He tells Dexter, I think, you don't know who you're dealing with. And Dexter, you know the inner voice. He says, oh, I know exactly who I'm dealing with. He actually seems to be kind of in control. He's like starting to really figure out how to do this whole thing. Yeah, so this next scene is Dexter and Deborah, are they shopping?
Yeah, they're shopping for Dexter some new earrings to give to Sophia so he can
get the trophies back.
Yes.
I love that Deborah mentions their zodiac here. She mentions that she is a Sag, which completely makes sense.
She also calls him a doof, which I think is funny.
Yeah. It seems like Deborah wants, she kind of says it. Deborah wants him to date her friend so she can hang out with him more, which I think is kind of sweet and also kind of sad. She really just wants to get closer to Dexter, I think, and that's just not something that he's really capable of. So the next scene here seems like Dexter's going to make his own Coke.
He's pulling a Heisenberg.
Someone cooked here.
Making his own cocaine for Deb's party from just random shit they have at their house. What all was in it? I know he said caffeine. Did you take note of anything else?
I did not, no.
Well, he compiles just a bunch of random shit and creates a substance that he believes would fool children into believing that they're consuming cocaine.
Fuck them kids.
Okay, then we get this quick little scene between Harry and LaGuerta. It's pretty brief, but I do like that he acknowledged how difficult it must have been for her to work her way up as a woman. I can't imagine working your way up as a cop, as a woman in the early 90s. That really must have been difficult. She also goes on to tell Harry that she believes people of color aren't a priority for Miami Metro, which is part of the reason it seems that she's been sent there. And then that's a pretty brief scene. And then we go and we get this flashback between Harry and Laura. Do you want to talk about it?
Yeah, Harry is saying that they are upping the stakes, so she needs to ask for more than her usual amount.
Yeah, he's just giving her more and more money, so she's got to go back and buy more and more from these dealers who eventually can't give her that amount, and so they have to connect her with the next person up in the chain. I guess they're eventually assuming it will lead them to Estrada.
We then cut to Dexter in a bar playing pool. The voiceover says, learning when to take your shot and when to miss it was always something that I was good at.
Yeah. And then he misses the shot. Gets his money taken. And he is approached by
Ferrero Rocher.
Ferrero Rocher, who wants his damn money. He wants his motherfucking money. And Dexter doesn't have it. So he takes him outside. And Dexter puts on one hell of a show. Very convincing.
Yeah, he pleads and pleads and says he promises he'll get the money.
I would have fully believed that man pissed his pants. Like, he was in the fetal position. It was a convincing show of fear.
Ferrer takes a shot. grazes past Dexter's head and hits the tree.
I thought it was some really cool camera work there, that shot. It was interesting. So yeah, he puts this bullet into the tree, which then Dexter then gets out of the tree so that he can process it. He takes it back to Miami Metro where he's using their equipment, and he gets caught by Tanya Martin.
She gives him a little bit of a fuss and tells him that he's not trained on that equipment yet, but then she helps him focus and figure out that it's a match.
Yeah. I would like to mention how she says she spent her internship sorting semen samples. It's fucking disgusting, but just thought that was really funny. But yeah, so the bullets match. He says the code has been satisfied. So this guy, Ferrer Rocher, Tony Ferrer, whatever the hell his name is, this guy deserves to die. She also mentions to Dexter that the abductor who abducted Judge Powell's son did in fact use garden shears to cut off this kid's finger. Dexter mentioned that earlier in the episode, and it turns out he was correct.
So we get Harry and Dexter talking about
the interaction, pretty much, with Ferrer Rocher, with Tony Ferrer.
Yes, and how he found proof that he met the code. Harry is pissed.
Yeah, he's rightfully uncomfortable. He seems really despaired, too, that this getting Dexter this job and that Nurse Mary's kill wasn't enough for him. I think it's really starting to weigh on him, the severity of the situation.
And Harry was just mad that Dexter didn't tell him what he was doing.
Yeah, he gives it to him straight. He's like, you will literally ruin everyone's lives if you fuck up.
He ends up giving Dexter permission to go ahead and kill Ferrer Rocher.
Yeah, he says do it. So I guess tonight's the night. And he kind of insists that he goes with Dexter, but old Dex Max says, no, you can't handle it. This is who I am. This is not who you are. He knows that this would not be a good thing for Harry to see. So Harry tells him, no shortcuts, no trophies, get it done.
We then get a flashback to Harry and Laura getting ready for another transaction. He wires her up this time.
Yeah, he sends her in. This time he sends her in to see Estrada, right?
Yes, I'm pretty sure
And she is essentially kidnapped right in front of them. I was like, holy shit. I wasn't ready for this. And Harry and Bobby give chase to these criminals.
They end up in a shipping container yard.
Yeah, what the fuck? Like, it kind of seems like she's been made, obviously. They're very, like, how are you doing that? They're very, they're questioning her, and they're very suspicious of it. But she's trying to play it off, and she's doing a pretty good job, I think. But then I realize they're headed to fucking shipping containers. That's not good. And then Harry and Bobby lose track of her in the shipping container area, and we're kind of left hanging. We go into this next scene, which is back in present day, and we're left hanging. We don't know what's going to happen. I mean, we know what's going to happen, but we don't know what's going to happen. Okay, so it is finally time for Deborah's big party. She's got her cocaine and her razor blades, because that's how they do it in Miami Vice, her friends tell her.
And that's where we get our episode title.
Yes.
Oh, sweet Mary Mother. Fuck, that's good.
Dex also gives Sophia the new earrings he bought her.
Yep. And she immediately takes the trophies off and gives them back to Dexter, which is what he was hoping for all along. Seems like Deborah's party is a hit with the cocaine. They're like, this is good shit.
Yeah, everyone is having fun. They offer Dexter some. He
pretends like he's already done some, but that is not the case. He's got something much different on his mind. So he bounces from the party, and Sophia, Deborah's friend, chases him outside.
She kisses him. He does not kiss her back.
She, mauls him. To which he responds by giving her a fist bump. I think I would burst into tears, honestly. But she took it like a champ.
Yeah.
And he then gets in his truck and drives away. Poor girl. And then we also get a quick little snap back with Judge Powell's son, who creeps out of his dungeon. It's the first time we've seen this door unlocked, which is never really a good sign.
But then he gets captured again.
Captured? Maybe. Like, he just screams. We don't really know what's going on as of yet, but it seems like something sinister. And you know, that whole thing gives me Black Phone vibes. I don't know why. I know it has nothing to do with Black Phone, but do you remember the movie with Ethan Hawke?
Yeah, I didn't like it.
You suck!
You didn't like it? Really? I thought it was good. It's giving me major Black Phone vibes, though. And then we get a short scene with Harry and LaGuerta. It's not a super, like, impactful or important scene, but it goes to show how,
I was just gonna say, LaGuerta was talking to someone from, I guess, one of the cold cases she was working on, I'm assuming. Is that who she's talking to?
I don't know. She tells the woman she'll get her a list of shelters within the hour. She's obviously helping this woman in some way. She seems like a cop who really actually wants to make a difference, and I think that's why Harry just, you know, tries to help her and understand her instead of just being hostile like a lot of the other cops are. And then that's a quick little scene, and then we get Harry and Laura once again, and lo and behold, she ain't chopped up. I thought
Not
she was about to
yet.
get chopped up. She says they're in with Zinni. I guess before we had said Estrada, we were confused on that. She's not yet to Estrada, but she says they're now in with Zinni, whoever the fuck that is.
Estrada's team, whoever is.
The next in line on Estrada's team, yeah. And things do not get spicy between her and Harry. I thought they were going to. I thought they were going to earlier also, and they didn't. But Harry says no. I think we should just get you home. And finally, we have arrived to our second kill scene. How are we feeling about this kill?
I loved it. I loved this kill scene. I loved Dexter throwing the balls at him to wake him up.
Yeah. So theatrical.
And kind of aggressive.
I just, it's the vitality of youth, you know? I think, because he doesn't really do things that are so theatrical in the original show, but exuberance of youth and all. The tackling is still a thing here.
Yeah, still haven't got any better at that's for sure.
When's he gonna fucking figure that out? He grapples with old Tony Ferrer, makes an absolute scene, but he does eventually get him unconscious and releases his parrot.
Yeah,
Which
it
I thought
needed a
was
new
funny.
home anyways.
Yeah, absolutely. And they're at, you know, when Ferrer comes to and Dexter's throwing the balls at him, they're at that high lie place, aren't they? Is that where they are?
It looks like it, yes.
Yeah. I think they're on like the you know, the high lie court. And Dexter shows him a picture of the bullets. The bullet from the case file and then his bullet that he shot. They were a match. He also reminds him of his victims, which is something Dexter continues to do throughout his life.
He then knocks him out by throwing the ball, and
Yeah, what we just mentioned, when he throws the ball, it looks like the ball like hits this guy's cheek and makes this red slice.
yeah, we see a little cheek slice,
Which is-
a little Easter egg for what's to come.
Absolutely very reminiscent. It's exciting. Tony tries to buy him out. He begs anything to get out of this situation. And then we get the kill. Machete to the neck.
Blood gets everywhere,
Yeah,
all over
bloody,
Dexter.
Yeah, sloppy, bloody, still pretty amateur, but I would say a little bit more organized than the Nurse Mary kill.
Yeah, he was definitely more prepared this time.
And once again, he does his disposal in Alligator Alley. This time he dismembered him, which I thought was interesting. He didn't do that with her.
The voiceover says it was a stranger feeling after his second kill, like sitting in a gap between who he was and who he was becoming.
So interesting. He also throws Nurse Mary's earrings into the swamp. like Harry told him to do. I didn't think he would actually do it. And then we get Tony's arm floating up with this ring on it. Is that going to be a problem for Dexter in the future, you think?
I guess time will tell.
It certainly maybe seems so. And then we end with this cute little scene between Dexter and Deborah.
She's excited as she has found Dexter a girlfriend.
Even though he has no idea he has a girlfriend. She seems very happy that she's gotten him this girlfriend, and she what does he say? He's like, "Are you gonna eat that? You haven't touched it."
Yeah, he's been up all night. He's starved.
Yeah. And she says, "Yeah, I know you're still hungry," which he replies, "Always." So goes to show that he is still hungry even after that kill, that it's not going to stop.
Still not satisfied.
No, the dark passenger is very much
alive
and well at this point. So that pretty much does everything for episode 3. Miami Vice of Dexter Original Sin. How are we feeling? We're going to rate this one again, 1 through 10. What's your gut instinct?
I give this one a good, I don't know, I enjoyed this one a lot more. I give it probably an 8.5.
I was thinking in the same ballpark. I really liked it. 8.4 is what I was thinking. I thought it was really fun. And a lot of Easter eggs. Keeping with the music and, the way that they've shot it is really reminiscent of the original show. If you like the original show, I think you'll like this.
Yeah,
you'll have fun at least.
This show has definitely been a lot of fun so far.
I've seen a few haters. I've seen some people on TikTok. We actually spoke with someone personally. We won't mention their name, but they were kind of hating on it too. But you know what? They hate us because they ain't us. They hate us because they ain't us.
They hate us because we anus? The fuck does an anus have to do with this?
And that's all it is. And I think it's great. I think the show's great. And I think everybody's doing a really good job. I'm excited to actually keep watching it.
The Deb fuck count for this episode is 8.
Again. So what do we total? 28 fucks? 28 fucks from Miss Deborah. That's amazing.
Awesome. Fucking awesome.
Whoop, whoop. And I think this is our last episode that we'll be putting out before the holiday. So, Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, whatever you're into, whatever you're fucking with.
Happy holidays.
Yeah, we hope you have a great holiday, and I think that does it for episode 4 of Dexter Unwrapped. Holy shit, we've done 4 episodes.
Okay.
That's amazing. As always, we will continue to post every week to cover each new episode of Dexter Original Sin. You can follow us on X, also on TikTok. We are at Dexter Unwrapped. Please subscribe to us on Spotify, as well as YouTube. We post on both of those pretty much at the same time every week. And then I guess we'll be back next week to cover
episode 4.
Episode 4, which, do we have a title for episode 4?
It's called Fender Bender.
Fender Bender. I'm excited. Once again, I'm Brooke.
And I'm Michaela. So until next time, stay safe and keep that dark passenger in check.